The worst mistake you could do is you're gonna be rich. You're gonna be driving your Benzes and the Range Rovers. What it takes to be a YouTuber or a content creator or an influencer, how to get paid, how to be consistent and not get burned out. And we all know you want to be a part of the YouTube partner program. Let's get into it. And before we get into it, I got this margarita. This does not have alcohol in it. Okay, this is like a mocktail. I got this from the supermarket. It's no alcohol in it at all. You know that for this particular sit down, we're just gonna go with the mocktail, okay? Not bad. Not bad at all. This is my first time having this. Okay, so you want to be a YouTuber, right? You want to be someone that creates content. You want people to see you. You want to make money. Let's be honest. The reason why you really want to be a YouTuber is probably because you want to make money. You done seen everybody preaching about how, like, quit your full-time job, become a YouTuber. You're going to be rich. You're going to be driving your Benzes and the Range Rovers and all that stuff, right? This is what you saw. This is what they put out there on the social media, TikTok, and all that stuff, right? But let's break down some of like the myths and the things that you should not believe in when you're starting your YouTube channel. Number one, don't compare, okay? Don't compare. And the reason why I say don't compare is because comparing is going to have you shut down and be burnt out and quit the whole YouTube process altogether. Comparison is a trick of the enemy, okay? When it comes to comparison, and you see the aesthetically pleasing videos where they waking up in the morning and the morning routines look super crisp. You see like the white aesthetics. They have the luxury robes, luxury hotel type style beds and all that type of stuff. And they driving like the luxury foreign cars. That stuff is, some people live that life. And then you got some people who you don't want to compare yourself to them when you realize like they really rented those cars and they really rented those homes and they are Airbnbs and stuff. But you bought into that because that's what they did. They wanted to portray a lifestyle so that you can buy into it. And that's not even how they really live it. Like, you don't really know what's really behind the camera until you see, unless they actually show you like some behind the scenes, and even that could be staged. So that's why it's important for you to not buy into the hype all the time. When it looks like it's too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it is too good to be true. Some of these people aren't really living the lives that they claim to lead. They do all of this. They stage their sets. They got crew and all of this type of props and stuff. And you trying to follow behind them and you can't even afford that stuff. It's not cool. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't level up your content. I'm not saying that you shouldn't invest into like things that's might make it look a little more aesthetic, but don't go all out when you know you don't have it. If you have it, do you. If you don't, you just don't, and you make do with what you have. I did in my last video, I showed y'all, this is my new mirror, and it was $25. Not that big of a deal. It's just cute, little light, take my pictures and stuff, call it a day. This little table, I think it was $5. You can't really see it because, but this little table was $5. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you just have to do what works for you. Okay? If you want to change up the lighting, you can always go on Amazon. You can always go in the dollar store. Like, you can figure it out. Just simply figure it out. You do not need to do the most just to get the content out there. Okay? Yes, put effort in. Yes, you want your video to be clear. We do need to see you. We do. But if it don't look like, find a spot that you feel comfortable where you can get your point across. Okay? Start somewhere. Okay? You're not going to be like those big YouTubers right off the break. Okay? Not unless you got those type of skills and talent where you take off, but I doubt it. Not to say it like that, but I'm just being honest, and like that's not something that really just happens straight off the rip. It's going to take some practice and some recording to get to the point where you're like, okay, this is really something that I can make an income from. Now, I've been on YouTube for 6 years, and I didn't start seeing real growth until last year, 2024, because number one, I was inconsistent. Very, very inconsistent. Number one, I didn't feel comfortable in my body. That's why I lost the weight. That's why I started going to the gym, because every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, I don't feel confident. I don't feel cute. I don't feel like I'm that girl. It just was like, every time I look in the mirror, it's like, and I'm looking at my clothing size, like my pants. I'm like, what? I was in a size 14, 13, 14 or something like that. I was in a woman's 14. Yes, I was in a size woman's 14. And pants. Depends on what store it came from. And I'm now down to a size 8, 9. I did not play. I woke up and said, no, I will not be uncomfortable in my skin again. I will not. And it's just like, even when you wear certain clothes and you wanna look a certain way and it just doesn't feel right, you like, no, let me get this together, because I need to show up my best self. How can I record this video and every time I play it back, I'm looking like, oh my God, like, oh no. Like, a lot of my videos back then are hidden from this channel because it's going to be a no for me. It's going to be a no. Like, I just cannot, like, I was looking back and it was just too cringy to even, like, oh my. It's good for growth. That's why I didn't delete them altogether, because I need to go back and see where I started from. But it's just going to be a no for me, baby. But yes, you do need to get to a point where you say, I'm going to make a change. I want to show up and I want to be confident. If you're going to be on YouTube, that comes with you actually being comfortable with talking, with speaking. If you don't like the way you sound, I mean, they do have, like, CapCut has voice enhancements and stuff like that on there, where you can record the video talking like this, and then you go in and you click on, like, voice effects. You can have a totally different voice. You can do videos where it's faceless channels. You can do whatever when it comes to YouTube. You don't have to strictly just show up with you if you don't want to. You can actually just make it a inspirational channel with rain sounds in the background, jazz music, study vibes, playlists, motivational speech channel where it's just nothing but motivational speeches from different people all over, period. That could be a thing. So you don't really have to necessarily use your voice if you don't want to. But for the people who 9 times out of 10, you're here because you want people to see you and you want to build an authentic community that comes and comment and say, hey girl, I cannot wait for this upload. Like, you built this channel because you want to have a one-on-one session with your community and check in and give advice and tips and stuff on what's going on. And maybe you are a mommy vlogger where you want people to see mom life. Maybe you are a fitness person. You want them to know what workouts work for you to drop to 20 pounds. Maybe you are a chef, how to prep meals properly and things of that nature. Juicing channels. Like, the ideas, and they are endless of things that you could do to tap into the YouTube community. Now, when it comes to money and getting monetized, that's a whole nother thing. Because you got to look at YouTube as a business. You know how, like, you don't feel like going to work, but you still go because you know you got rent due on the 1st and a car note, and you do want to get your nails done and you want to do da-da-da-da. You got to look at YouTube like that. Like, you got to look at it as if, like, okay, if I said I wanted this to be my job, if I said I wanted this to be my dream career, I'm going to have to get on here and record and tap in. And I'm not saying force as in like you absolutely hate it, because why are you doing this if you hate it? Like, don't do YouTube if this is not what you want to do. If you don't like it, because we can tell. We can tell when you recorded this video because you felt like you was forced to do it. It's going to be a no for us, because that's why we subscribe to people. Anybody that I subscribe to, I'm telling you, I'm subscribed to you because it's something about you that draws me in. When you upload every week, I can't wait to see where you taking us. Is you taking us to Target? We know you taking us to the gym. We know you about to cook some fire meals or show us your high protein options and snacks. We know that you're going to put us on with new makeup. We know you're going to put us on with your new style. Like, this is why I'm subscribing to you. And so that's what the mindset that you got to think of when you're creating videos too for your audience. You need to find something that feels authentically true to you, but also with the viewer in mind as well. What is it that could help them? I see my comments. I see what people put in the comments. Man, thanks, this video came across my timeline and I'm glad because I was about to quit, but then I seen your video and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and post because she gave me the push that I need. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you definitely want to like tap into your true self, be authentic, and you want to give value on this platform. They will reward you once you hit the 1,000 subscriber threshold, once you hit your 4,000 watch hours. That's when you're going to start seeing the money. But, okay, yes, you start seeing your checks coming in. That does not mean that you're rich. That does not mean when you get your first YouTube check, you about to blow it. And then you don't have that constant, like, no, that's when you need to invest. That first check, baby, go buy you a camera that's more clear than, if that's what you need to do. Or buy buy you storage for your phone so that you can make strictly for your YouTube videos to get footage outside or at the gym or wherever you're going or in the kitchen, in your house, whatever. Buy extra storage. You can set money aside and say, this is the money that's going to help me have extra storage to record these videos every week. Or the camera, or the mic, or the lighting. That's what you should be investing in. Not, I'm about to go here to make this video, show them my YouTube revenue update, and then boom, I'm just about to blow it. No, because you only came up on here for the money, and you're not on here to really like give back, to really serve people, to really give back and give them information on how they can buy this, that, and the third, or how they can start their channel. How do you make a YouTube banner? How do you edit? How do you talk without being afraid? How do you ignore the comments when people get on your page and say things like, you don't know what you're doing, I don't like this video, you boring. Like, it's just like, it's videos on how to be confident. It's videos on how to ignore the haters. I'm in a season where God literally told me to stop worrying about what people say about me and that he needs me to keep going. Just because somebody says something bad about me does not mean I need to confront them, does not mean I need to address them, doesn't mean that I need to make a public declaration on like, I stand for this and no, I'm not this person. It's just like, I ain't even gotta do all that. You formed an opinion about me, baby, that's cool. And I appreciate you. The fact that you still watched my video and wanted to say something negative, I appreciate you. Because they say no publicity is bad publicity. So at the end of the day, you still showed up and gave me that view. You still showed up and clicked. And you still commented, which is engagement. So when you decided to comment on my page, you know that's engagement, right? And now I'm getting pushed out. Have y'all heard about Talitha? Have y'all heard about Cooking with Kaya? Okay, let's give you some back history on Talitha. If y'all don't know who Talitha is, she's a content creator. She's been on the Maury show. She was popular for like giving the girls tips on how to start a YouTube channel and being consistent. And then like with the fashion and the makeup and the lifestyle, like her house and stuff. Okay. She shared that she wanted to be in love and she wanted a boyfriend, she wanted to get married. She shared all of that. She moved from her hometown and she went to another town in Houston, and then her feelings got hurt or she was heartbroken or whatever. I'm not trying to bash her if she happens to see this channel. I'm just trying to give context on this. But basically the girls try to eat her up on TikTok and on YouTube because she said that she's moving from Houston, going back home because it's not for her, and she admitted to moving to Houston for a man. They got in her and said, "Oh, I can't believe you moved to there for a man, and you desperate. Every video is about how you want love and stuff like that." And it's just like, that's what it is when it comes to this creator business. We post the videos, we put it out there. People are going to form opinions. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to be miserable? Are you going to stop making content altogether because it got to you and you can't handle it, the pressure or whatever? Or are you going to keep going? All y'all did was boost her views. She went to like 1 million something views on her videos on TikTok because y'all could not stop laying into her. Now, she's moved into the Christian sector of it all. So now she's sharing her life about being a Christian and how she wants to live for God and she's celibate and she's dating herself until God sends her a partner. All this stuff, right? They tore her up. Oh, girl, you just hoping for man, or she showed the flashbacks of like how she used to dress and versus now. They tore her up and said, you really want the people to see, how you used to dress with the sleazy outfits, whatever they were saying, right? And my thing is, I'm glad that she took it with grace and gave them grace and said, you know what, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but that's not going to stop me from going through life and maturing. It's called growth. You are not going to be good at everything, and you are not going to be perfect. Like, your walk with God is just not going to be perfect. And I can agree with that. So listen, I done been fully covered, and still wasn't living right, and thought that if I was fully covered, and I was almost about to convert to being a Muslim because I thought that was the only way to form a relationship with God. But that's just like, this is life. People are going to talk about you. People are going to, they're going to come at you for the way you do things. You just got to say, I'm blocking it. Period. Like, I'm blocking it. I don't even care. When it comes to Cooking with Kaya, y'all boosted her up and gave her 1 million views, and now she's known and she's being seen on talk shows, and people want to interview her because what? Y'all tore her a new one when she got on there and was cooking, and she did her little shimmy, and she was cooking some good food. But y'all said, because she said, y'all better cook for y'all man, or I'm gonna do it, or something like that. And then they went in. The girls ate up. My man would never let her cook for me, and da-da-da-da. And my thing is this: it's content. That's what they do in comedy. They joke you. If you don't want to be joked, don't go to a comedy show, because you could be the one that they're going to get at the front row seat. But the point I'm making is, this is what comes with creating content. This is what, when you're trying to appeal to certain audiences, whatever it be. You're a music industry. They make music, romance, rap, metal, all kinds of stuff for people who like that type of stuff. If it's not your cup of tea, all right, keep moving. On Instagram, people don't like watching mukbangs. I don't like watching mukbangs. I don't really like that, because all that, with the way they be eating sloppy, I scroll past it. I don't really watch stuff like that. I don't like horror. That's why there are different categories. That's why there are different niche. Because you need to figure out what's your lane. What's for you is for you. And if it's not, it's not at the end of the day. Now, if you feel like I just can't handle the comments, they are going to talk about me so bad. You're not confident enough. You're not secure within yourself enough to take the punches that's going to come with it. And so this is not for you. It's just not for you. I will say there has been a countless amount of times where I called my mother and said people was eating me up in comments. And so that was a learning lesson for me, that I wasn't as confident then. Because I could have just ate them up back and kept going back and forth, or I could have just blocked all of them for real and let it be. But what I did was I just shied away from posting. And it was a valuable lesson too, that you don't need to put everything on the internet too. So that's my takeaway for that. But to be able to thrive on YouTube, you need all of the elements that works together. Like I said, which is you need to be consistent. You do not need to compare. You need to bring value. You need to invest, and you need to be somewhat type of entertaining, kind of like give some back history of your life, kind of like be a little bit entertaining, a little bit of vulnerable, so that the viewer feels connected to you in some type of way. I always try to if it's not like a straightforward teaching video about how to get monetized or whatever the case may be, I try to give y'all some type of life lesson that I learned that helped me to get to this point to where I'm at. Okay? The reason why I made it finally to the 1,000 subscribers, I'm at 1,122, 23 subscribers now. And the reason that I'm here is because it was that being consistent. It was me being determined that yes, I'm gonna go ahead and entertain into Vlogmas. Vlogmas was hard because I couldn't post every day. I didn't have enough storage to post every day. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to get on the books, because if you can try to get yourself on that algorithm, at least get in there some type of way, eventually they're gonna pick you up. They're gonna pick you up. Algorithm can pick that up. They use AI technology to screen our videos and to see what we're talking about, so that it knows how to push it out to people. They know what we're talking about. So if you think that they're not screening these videos, they're screening them. They're screening it visually, and they want to hear the audio. Like, what exactly are you saying in these videos? It's being screened, it's being monitored. Period. So that's how that works. You just need to stick to what it is, whatever your lane is. I'm not really into the makeup thing. I try to do face sometimes, but my natural face just works for me. And with a little moisturizer, a little bit of lip balm. This is the lip mask from Laneige, and this gets your girl lips right. I got this from Sephora, but you can get this on Amazon too. But yeah, and when you post your videos and stuff, and you know you wearing something that people like, you need to tell people. Especially on Instagram and stuff like that. When you filming content, you need to make sure that it's clear. If I'm selling this waist trainer, I need you to see this waist trainer. And you need to know, I got this off Amazon for whatever. And you can click the description box, and the link is in my description. And they click it, boom. So I wanted to know where she got that from. And then that's why you do get comments too, where people comment, oh my God, where did you get that tripod from? Can you link it? It's just show off what it is that you're trying to show off, and let us know. What's your talents? Do you know how to make a blanket? Are you a person that make clothes? Are you a person that braid hair? Are you a person who is interested in making tables and cups and stuff? It's just show us. Because it's so many things out here that people can make a video about. So just be comfortable. Enjoy the process. Don't expect to be the next Missy Elliott or whoever you're looking to be overnight. It's not going to work, sweetheart. Don't expect for your big YouTube check to hit in your bank account tomorrow. It's not going to happen. You do not need to quit your job. You can still do this and work your job, and pay your bills and, you know, do the things that you need to do for yourself, don't quit your job for YouTube if YouTube is not going to cover the expenses and replace your job. That's my advice. You might have to say no to the fast food restaurants that you like. You can't go out with the girlies this weekend, because going out with the girlies is showing that you're not trying to set up for your future. Because what y'all doing on the weekend? Is y'all drinking every weekend? Are y'all eating out every weekend? Are you guys just sitting around talking about nothing every weekend? Like, what it is that you want to do? Because I know for me, I have 3 children that I have to provide for. I have a mother who has cancer. And at the end of the day, I got to show up. Period. Even on the days when I don't feel like showing up, I'm going to have to show up. If my storage, which I'm about to hurry up and end this video, but if my storage starts to run low, okay, let me hurry and get this video edited, get y'all posted. I'm going to have to delete that, back it up somewhere, and so I can make space for my next video. So we moving on. Do what you do to make it happen for you. Trying to edit and record. I did that. That was the worst mistake you could do, is record and then you stumble and then you stop and you, oh my God, I said it, I messed up again. Oh my God, let me stop it again. No. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, because I don't even care what nobody say in the. So when you're trying to get monetized, boom, like that. You're gonna have you mess up, breathe, and then keep talking like it never happened. And then when you go into CapCut, okay, you're gonna split, take that segment out, delete. Nobody never even knew that you messed up. If you taking too long of a pause, take that pause out on CapCut so that you can keep that smooth rhythm. They won't know. That's a part of editing. Okay, I think I need to do a video on that too. But yes, I'm gonna cut this video here, y'all, because this video is getting to be too long, and I just wanted to make sure that y'all got what y'all needed to start today to post something. Fix your little corner up. I hope y'all get started today. Post something. I don't care. 5-minute video. Get started. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video.